Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Sulaiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant, Breaker 7 Seals. American Empire. Empire. Exactly what it says, brothers and sisters. America is doomed. It will not last much longer. It will definitely be gone, be broken within the next 12 months. I told you it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Trump says he's going to cool things down. It's getting hotter and hotter every day. Every day. The boiling point is virtually here. They made his deadline. He had 2 months, not 6 days. Iran has not backed down. Getting hotter. It's getting hot over in Ukraine. But the hot spot, spark, is in the Middle East. Like I said years ago when Mr. Farrakhan was saying the war of Armageddon was spread. I was saying war of Armageddon. And all of a sudden, oh, God told me to shut up. When, why would he tell you that, Farrakhan? You put the watchman. All this stuff going on in the world right now, people are nervous when they need someone to explain to them what's going on. And God told you to shut up. Or did he shut you up? Well, he like shuts you up. Because you can't even talk anymore. Somebody got to clean your behind for you. Can't even wipe your own behind. Y'all know what's going on over there. You can't even wipe your own ass. No? They got to wash your clothes because you get hungry and you start pulling things in the wrong place and put them in your mouth. We know what's going on over there, but you ain't going yet. It's on, brothers and sisters. Right? It's on. You know? Any second. That's how close it is. Okay, I had a presentation earlier today. I kind of said something I didn't expect to say. Right? I'm going to elaborate just a little bit on it. See, because I can't really go into mathematics like I'd like to because I can't start talking about multiplication when I can't get you to understand addition and subtraction. See? Hold on, bro. So let me make an adjustment here. And so that's I said so Islam is mathematics and mathematics Islam. Right? Islam is mathematics and mathematics Islam. Hold on, let me. Where's my? And so we should be talking mathematics, but I really can't talk mathematics. What's going on here? There. What's going on here? Yeah. Okay, I got slack by me, bro. There's always something. I'm telling you, there's always something. What is this all about? Hold on, let me try it again. Where's my... Where's the... I have problems with my camera process. Give me a minute here. Always something. What the hell is this all about? Okay, I'm gonna have to cancel and start over camera process. I gotta put my camera. I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, stands before? Reset. No. Zoom. And background. Oh, there it is, finally. Wow. What that was all about. Okay, balance. There you go. They ain't trying to give me a stroke, balance sisters. They ain't working, but they trying hard. They trying hard. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now we're there. Now we're moving. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave it like that for today. I'm gonna leave it like that for today. Okay. So, I talk about derivatives. So I'm gonna give you a little taste of what I'm talking about on that. I'm doing the most simplest terms. A derivative, for lack of a better word, is like something from something else, like something that's grafted. Something that's grafted is a derivative of the original, right? It comes from the word derived, right? It comes from something else, but it's less than that, right? It can't be more. It's less than that, derivative. So talking about the derivative man. So let me give you a little graphic here, see if that helps you out. Now what I'm showing here is, say this is a universe, right? And we're in sync with the universe. So what you see is you see us and you see the universe, our mind and the universe. They're on the same level. Make on the cream and planet of God universe. This is very abstract, brothers and sisters. Like I said, it's basic, but it might give you an idea. So what happens? Energy deprivation. Okay, when energy deprivation means you have enough energy, you can't maintain your, right? So in other words, if that's your mind, it's on a single universe, your mind's going to shrink as you get less energy because you can't keep your mind in single universe because you don't have enough energy, right? Okay, so what happens? It starts shrinking. See? Now see, I'm saying like your mind was a cube, and that's religion because all of a sudden, once you're in a secret universe, that's totally mathematics. You think you're totally mathematics. The universe is totally mathematics. Then so in other words, you become simpler and simpler and simpler. You're trying to understand. You can't fully understand anymore because you lose energy, so you become, right? You're becoming flatter and flatter and flatter. See? So now your universe is, that's the big one there, right? The blue one right there. And you the black, right? So you shrunk, you ain't tuned the universe anymore. So now that's religion. Because now religion is just trying to explain the universe that they don't understand. That's what religion is. Religion is always trying to explain how things work. Right? So now you're into religion. Because Islam is not a religion. Islam is mathematics Islam. So you're in this case, right? So now you're shrinking. You're getting smaller and smaller and smaller as you have less energy. Then you come totally flat. You still exist, right? But you're down on a flat level now, right? Instead of coming to the whole room, you're just the floor now. Before you was the whole room, inside the room, but now you're just the floor. You're just flat. See, that's a derivative. Derivative of a cube is a plane, or a rectangle, or a square, if you say. So now you're a derivative of your original self. But see, you still had a possibility. You haven't lost your nature. You had a bit to go back up. That's where other arrows from. You had the ability to go back up. But see, if you look at this closely, right, you see, since you're flat now, your thoughts are not upward. Your thoughts are along in this plane, along the floor. Or you can't see the ceiling anymore. Because your thoughts are totally down here. Because you're totally flat now. So you're moving horizontal. You're not moving vertical anymore. You're down here in this dimension now. You're a derivative of yourself. Right? Now you had the nature to do that, but you don't have the energy. So now you thinking down on a flat level. Okay, you got it? Right? Okay, so what happens? Remember, so now you make a flat man on that level. That his nature is on that level. It's a derivative of you. But they can rule because this is their nature on this level. See, they can't, they don't have the possibility to go up. You do, they don't. This whole world was theirs right here. Flat land. That's the whole world. They move back and forwards here and everything else, right? They have control. Because they, all the energy you had, you have enough. So that's strength down here. But they never needed that much energy. Right? So now they're here on this level down here, and right? Religion on the flatland religion, and you down here with them, but they have control. You have the ability to go up, but they don't. So you can't see up, but you have the ability to. Right? Because you came from there. Like the Bible says, if you didn't come from anything that didn't come from heaven cannot ascend into heaven. I should show that quote. It says, only thing coming into heaven is something that came out of heaven. That show you right there. I should have showed that quote. That show all people, my dad is in heaven, my mom is in heaven. That's a goddamn lie, because it says only way you can, no one to ever, only way you had to come from heaven and enter back into heaven. And when Adam didn't come from heaven. Right? So I think I'll show that tomorrow. I need to get that quote. But it doesn't matter, they don't read anyway. We're going to show this in a minute. So here you are right here, right? So then what happens? So you're in this level. This derivative man, he's a grafted man. Right? He's the derivative man. Flatland. He only sees this way. He don't. Remember I told you analytical is flat. Flat analytical is like a line, but spatial is like volume. Well, see, we now reduced to analytical. They don't have the power to go volume. They can't see the room. All they can see is that floor. Along, right? They move back, not walking on the floor. They in the floor, moving back and forth. If you can understand that, and so are we. But we had to move up, but we don't have the energy to do it. We have the energy to move up. We have the ability to, right? Because that's where we came from, heaven, so we can go back. But right now we don't have enough energy, so we stuck down here with Adam, the derivative man. Okay, what happens? Okay. So therefore they have, well, he's kind of dark, but he's still there. Right? So here, that's us. That's what I'm showing here, is that now you resurrect, you start getting energy. So now you're starting to go up. Remember, it's not dots no more. You're starting to go up now. That's why he's dark here. Because he can't go up. He don't know this. He don't even know this. He don't even know it's up. He has no conscience of up. He has no reality of up. He has no sense of up. No sense whatsoever. Don't even know there is a up. Because he think this is reality. This is all right here. But now you begin to realize there is. And so then you start moving up. You start moving up. Look, he's still stuck down there. You don't even know what's happening to you. He can't touch you because he can't look up. He can't. He have no weapon that can go up because he don't even know there is up. Everything he has to do is right here on this down this plane, and you're not there anymore. He can't touch you. Can't do anything to you. Right? Because it's almost like I don't like to use this terminology, but because it might throw you. Well, it probably will. But say you had the floor full of ants all over the place, but you hanging from the ceiling from a rope. They can't touch you at all. Can't get anywhere near you. But that's not really good. But anyway, that's a real weak if you really think it through. But you see what I'm saying? No weapon they have could prevail against you. I'm showing you this way. But they are a derivative man. So I'm trying to show you without going into all the detailed mathematics of it. They are derivative people. They're grafted. That's another way of saying derivative. Elijah didn't know about calculus, I don't think. But they're derivative man. They came from us. And like I said, they don't have the ability, right, to move back up into heaven. Because they're derivative. They say it's right here. That's why their wisdom, they said the wisdom, everything fails. Because they don't know anything about this new world starts coming in. A three-dimensional world starts coming in. They have no idea. All they know is being crushed by it. Remember, because this is putting weight on them now. They're being crushed by it, but they don't know where it's coming from. They can't do anything with it. It's impossible. All they know is it's crushing them. There's nothing they can do. And they run around trying to figure out there's nothing they can do. You see, it fits right in what they're saying. They won't know what to do. They're confused, right? No weapon prevail. They may prevail against you. See, the wisdom would fail. It's another way of looking at it. Okay, what happens? And right, you're still moving up. And the more you move up, the more weight you're putting down on them. And they have no idea what's coming from. You're crushing them. And they have no idea what's coming. They can't touch you. They don't even know where you are anymore because they can't even see you. They can't look up. They don't know it's up. Like they don't know about mass promised planes. They see it, but they don't know what the hell they are. Okay? You got the picture, brothers and sisters? That's what I mean, the derivative man. That falls right in sync. I tell you, it's all mathematics. It's a little more advanced. The way I'm presenting it is, it's more advanced than I'm showing, but I'm just giving you a graphic to show you. I'm not actually going to detail math, but showing a graphic, a simpler way of calculus looking at it. I told you can apply calculus to, I'm applying calculus to it. That's why I said I haven't even tried to apply calculus to what I'm doing because I know you don't understand what I'm talking about. I just apply calculus to that. I just define them as derivative man, which they are. They're derivative people. If you're derivative, right, you can't do anything to what you're a derivative of. See, we're cube, they're derivative. They can't touch us unless we reduce, right, on that level. And that's usually the way you make a derivative. You have to be on that level, and then you produce something on that level, and then they're stuck there, and you move on. That's another story altogether, right? Okay? So, and they would rule when they're derivative. You wouldn't rule as derivative. They would rule as a derivative because that's their reality. But the reality is derivative. They say a derivative universe. They don't even know the universe is three-dimensional. Yeah, they know what three-dimensional. In this case right here, right? Our minds are three-dimensional. Their minds is two-dimensional. Our mind's three-dimensional. There's well, I will be three-dimensional because most of us are still two-dimensional, like them. But we can go three-dimensional. Unless you don't, you stick with American Dream, which is two-dimensional. You stick with it. All the economy, all the religion, everything else is two-dimensional. When you think about it, you analyze all two-dimensional. Because it's calculus. Calculus it's the mathematics that produce them. I tell you, calculus everywhere. I'm applying calculus to their creation and the result of it, right? We were a derivative of ourselves, acting on ourselves, but we still had the nature, but we was acting on ourselves. If we acting on ourselves, it means that we can still become ourselves. But that is their nature. Make them shed blood. Right? They didn't reduce that nature. That is their nature, but it's shed blood. That means they're on that level. See, I'm telling you, that's calculus I'm talking. But then we resurrected, we start moving back in the three dimension. They can't touch us. No weapon formed, fell against us. Their wisdom totally failed. They don't know what's coming from. They're being crushed by the weight of our new reality coming in. That's the calculus math. That's the simple calculus math. If it's much more complicated than that. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, I want to show you a couple of videos here. See, I don't feel the need to do this. But see, part of my mission is to take down these demons, and take down Farrakhan system, who the Lord will consume. That means, if he consumes, that means he's intentionally doing it. With the spirit of his mouth and destroy it. Price of coming. So the things they won't have to say, if you don't put this information out there, then they can always say, I didn't know any better. So the people that's hanging with him, they will have no excuse. Because watch these videos. See, first of all, the videos tell you, they did not believe in Master Muhammad. For years, it was originator. And now he said, well, he's a man, everything else. That ain't what they've been saying. It's that guy's words. I found it. I was looking for some, you see. And even their words right now, they tell you they don't believe in him. Their own words. You listen. See, I mean, unless you're a total, you won't have no excuse. Unless you're a total idiot. We'll see. What do you got to do? Shout and say, what do you got to do? I mean, the shit that Farrakhan's been feeding you, they got to write on it. That shit, man. And send security people to make sure they don't eat it. What they got to do? This show shit, you ain't supposed to be eating it. They got to tell you. You see it stinking. It look like it, the texture and everything else, but he said he's honey. He says honey, it must be honey. Now listen to this.
So long till they don't know the birth record, so they just say from remotest antiquity. So long till they don't know the birth record, so they just say from remotest antiquity, this is the house that God used to manifest his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and power in and through. Where is he now? Wherever he want to be. I'm not going to say I know where he is, but I'm glad his power is everywhere. I think I know where he is. I don't want to say because I could be wrong. But he's wherever he wishes to be. Are we to pray and worship Master Farad Muhammad? You don't worship the flesh of any man, because the flesh is going to die. But in that flesh is a wisdom and a power superior to any human being on the earth. So when we look to Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, we look to him. And when he ain't no longer here, the power is going to be here. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he would live a minimum of 400 years, but 400 years ain't no time. He'll be gone. But before he goes, the foundation of what he lays will never be erased from the planet. That's a God. He prays. He prays. He don't pray to himself. You don't say, surely I have turned myself to me. Who does he pray to? He prays in remembrance of him who originated that which he came in. He came in this body. You can't ignore him who originated this. Anyway, it's deep. It's a big subject. I want to say to my Muslim brothers, when I was in Mecca, I was there for 3 days. I was there for 3 days. And in the 3 days that I was there, wrangling with the scholars, we talked about this. And when I finished explaining, the heaviest scholars there didn't bother to argue. They had to go away and study it. And what we don't realize is God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And what you are doing, you are following those that God wants to put you over. The Arab is a good person, basically. They've done a wonderful job in keeping the book of God pure. And we are grateful to them for so doing. But they messed up. It's your turn now. And God will see how you act. But you're not to follow Arabs. You're to lead them. And you can't lead them following them. See, they like to see you imitating them. Just like white Christians want to see black Christians imitating them. We're not to follow white people today. They had their day of...
I can hear more of that, brothers and sisters. What do you got to do? Rub shit in your face to find out shit? He's telling you he don't believe in Master Prophet Muhammad. He don't believe God is a man. I mean, how clear it has to be. Yeah, he went to talk to Arab and they agree. Yeah, they agree because he's saying the same bullshit they saying. Can't work, but he's flesh, and who's he praying to?
Beloved brothers and
brothers and sisters. Who is he praying to? He praying to remembrance or something? You pray to a goddamn memory? What's that going to do for you? He said, pray remembrance of the first. That means the first guy is gone. But you just praying to his memory. He can't hear you if he's goddamn dead. You praying to his memory. So what the? Why in the hell you praying to him for? What's he gonna do? He don't hear you. You praying to a memory? He don't hear you. So what the hell you waste your time doing it for? What's the point of it? How can anybody believe that stupid ass bullshit? You see what I'm saying? That tells you something is grossly wrong. And that ain't Photoshop. That's him talking. He said you can't pray to Master Prophet Muhammad because he's flesh, and you got to pray to something else that don't even exist anymore. You gonna tell me now all of a sudden, oh, it's Master Prophet Muhammad? For years, this is bullshit they was teaching. The originator. So that means, see, that's why those people, they got to suffer more. What they're going to happen to them? Because how in the hell could you still be there and tell me you believe in Elijah Muhammad and Master Prophet Muhammad, and he just told you right there that he ain't no God? That he prays to something that don't even exist no more? No, not only do you not supposed to pray to Master Prophet Muhammad, but he prays this mystery God too. Well, he's not even a mystery God. That's even worse. I mean, it'd be better if they prayed to a mystery God. I mean, Jesus, Christian mystery God, he's supposed to be alive. But they tell this so-called mystery God is dead. 72 trillion years dead. So you pray to something that don't even exist. I mean, you pray to a mystery, that's more substantial than something that don't even exist on it. So that's even worse. He's trying to pray to something that don't exist, and the God who's all wise, all his wisdom, he praying to something that don't exist too. And you buying that shit. That's why I'm saying the chastisement will be so severe, because when you pray that, and you're gonna have to, and then you have to say, well, okay, explain that to me. And when you can't, that means you're a demon, you're a liar, you're a total idiot. And if you're a total idiot, then you're gonna die in your idiocy. Because chastisement, consequence, is harder on idiots than anybody else. It's harder on idiots than anybody else. Because the idiots, they got their ass kicked, don't even know where they got it kicked. And they didn't even get no benefit from it. And these other ones out there, these devils, where they got a kingdom out of it. They got a kingdom, they got a empire and everything else out of it, and then a consequence comes. But you sit up there, and you sit up there eating shit. And so your consequence for eating shit. So how dumb you are. Idiots get worse than other. These devils got something out of it. And here you sitting around eating shit from them, and then you get the same consequence they get. Because eating shit, there's a consequence for eating shit. There's a consequence for eating shit. You don't think so? Go try it. Well, you don't have to try it. You already been trying it. How does it taste? I don't want to know. This is incredible. Hey, like Muhammad said, truth be so clear in a fool and not erring. How can you still be there after you say that? If you tell me you believe in the message of Elijah Muhammad and the legend and the lessons, he just told you. Farrakhan prays to somebody. He ain't no God then. Gods don't pray. If you're a God, you don't pray to nobody. Who you pray to if you're a God? Matter of fact, I'm a flesh, so you can't pray. Well, that means he said God is not a man. He says you can't pray to something that's flesh. He telling you how. What do you got to spell out for you? You got to spell it GODISNOTAMAN. Is that what you got to do? And see, here's the fool that backs him up. Watch this fool.
Beloved,
greatest practices in all the religions is prayer. The form and style of prayer varies from faith to faith, but prayer is universal. There is no religious community that does not pray. No prophet of God that did not pray. Abraham prayed. Noah prayed. Moses prayed. David prayed. Joseph prayed. Jesus prayed. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, prayed. Master Fard Muhammad prays.
You hear that? And do you see what the subject was on this thing? Look, Allah God answers prayers. How can a goddamn dead man answer prayers? 72 trillion years dead. They don't believe in Master Muhammad. He praying to somebody. He said he's praying to somebody 72 trillion, the so-called originator, 72 years dead, 72 trillion years dead. How can he answer anything? Who's answering these prayers? He said, "Hey, Master Muhammad ain't doing it because he got to pray." So who's answering his prayers? Who's answering it? God damn it! Tell me who's answering it. When you get a hold of those folks over there, you will see something that you've never seen before, brothers and sisters. Because see, this is a time in history when the punishment is the greatest. See, I tell you, there's 2 times in history where it's an unprecedented. When it's unprecedented, it means everything is unprecedented. Your joy and happiness and paradise be unprecedented. Why? Because you're going from shit to gold. And when you go ship and gold, you appreciate the gold. Because you don't taste the shit. But when you go from gold to gold, you don't appreciate that much. If it was silver to gold, but when you go from shit, that's unprecedented. It's never happened before. You going silver 800 in a second. Bam, it's like that. Whoa, how does it happen? From sound to speed of light, everything is unprecedented. The chastisement be unprecedented. The ignorance be unprecedented. Tell me if that ignorance is not unprecedented. Tell me that ignorance right there is not unprecedented. He's telling you. The lessons tell you God's a man. Like Muhammad taught it. He's telling you God ain't no man. And plus, not only that, then God, he's dead, but he's going to answer your prayers. And you still sitting there? That means you're an unprecedented idiot. So you got unprecedented chastisement. And it's happening unprecedented because you didn't get a goddamn thing out of it. Because you're so goddamn stupid. I told you they're feeding out people shit. And you give them gold. And you're going to sit there and blow your reward for a pile of shit. I want reparations. You're going to blow your whole reward for a pile of shit. That's why God hated Esau. See, he said, I don't want the gold, give me the shit. And that's what they selling you. Because ain't no way in the world, if you can add 2 plus 2, even if you came with 22, you'd still be smart enough to see that shit. Even if you said 2 plus 2 is 22, at least you know numbers. At least you know a number. You may not add them right, but you know numbers. That's enough to know that that shit is total foul. I mean, what they gotta tell you? They gotta beat you on the head? He just told you clearly, God is not a man. And that's why I'm gonna praise the not mystery God. It would be better if they told you mystery God, because he said, well, I don't know, but I know I don't know. Like, you might say, oh man, I don't know if my cousin's where he is, but I know he's alive somewhere. That's a mystery, right? But he said, and so I'm gonna go looking for him. But then come tell you, well, he's dead, and they cremated him, but I'm still going looking for him. What are you looking for? You tell me he's dead, he cremated, there's nothing there, there's nothing exists. So what you go looking for? I mean, how dumb can you be? I say better if he may be dead, but they don't know he's dead, right? And he said, well, he's out there somewhere, he got lost, I'm going looking for him. At least he got something. A possibility of hope. But he's telling you there's no hope. He's dead. He's cremated. The ashes spread out of the sea. But you're still going looking for him. That means you're an idiot of the worst way. That's exactly what he's telling you. You're an idiot of the worst sort. And that's the point. They're going to ask the question. And when they see that, they don't have an answer. And the punishment will be so severe. Unprecedented. So that means something you can't even think of. So you think the worst punishment you could think of is going to be worse than that. The worst punishment you can think of is going to be worse than that. If they was Gaddafi, they'd be better off. To what Gaddafi is, better than what's going to happen to them. Farrakhan, all these people. Let me look at this. I mean, this is Google. See, they argue, oh, his father ain't no devil. I said, just Google. Okay, well, I'm going to Google it for you. He's a Jamaican. There's his father right there. This is Google. Farrakhan's father, Percival Clark. Now they say what? His father was Jamaican. Okay, that's okay. See, like you say, you might be American, but are you a devil? Well, you might be a devil. Because that's your nationality, fool. You got Indians here. You got Arabs here. You got Haitians here. You got Africans here. You got Europeans here. Right? So they all call themselves American. That's their nationality. Look at them. See, are you blind? Can't see the picture? Does it look like a light-skinned Jamaican to you? Does it look like a light-skinned Jamaican to you? See, he's light-skinned Jamaican. Really? Does it look like a light-skinned Jamaican to you? That's his father. Lucy Jean Grounds are NOI backwards. That's his father, daddy right there. We got a younger picture of him too. That you can't. Oh, what happened here? Okay, yeah, okay, I did. I already did it bigger. Right? Let's Google it. Go Google yourself. It's right there. Not Photoshop. I didn't bring it. He ain't protesting it. That's his daddy. Percival Clark. Raped his mama. That was the story he told before. Now he's kind of changing it. He said his father, a rapist. He said his father's father is white, Portuguese, Jews, Caucasian Jews. That's what he says. We got him on tape saying it. His father's father, not his mother's father. His father's father, father's parents. That means he knows where his father is. That's what they say in Sunday, right? 2 dogs can only produce dogs. 2 cats don't produce cats. Oh, but when it comes to Farrakhan, no, it don't matter who his father was God made him in the womb. See? That was the original story. They're trying to soften up now. Said he raped, he was raped. Said she was living with another man. He raped. So either she was raped or she a hoe. Because she was living with another man when she got pregnant by this guy. That's the story. So they knew where you come at it, right? And so she tried to rape him. She tried to abort him. Because she said he came out looking white. And so she knew she couldn't convince the guy she was with that was his child. And that makes her a liar too, a hoe and a liar. Because she was going to try to pretend that was his child, but the child was white, and she knew good and well he wasn't going along with that. So that makes her a hoe, a liar, right? Or him a rapist. He's still a devil no matter how you call it. Right there, that's the picture. Oh, he's Jamaican. What? Oh, that means he's black or Jamaican? You know, a large part of the population of Jamaica is from India. And in fact, the guy used to rent, name was something like that there. There was a president of Jamaica, was a white guy for a long time. I don't know who was president of it now. They don't want to hear it. Yeah, okay. Keep your head up Farrakhan's ass. We want you to stay there. Keep it there. So we know where to find you when time comes. You see? It's like America. America's like a magnet. See, all the wicked people in the world are drawn here. Because you say, why are they coming here? Don't know the history and everything else? If you know the beauty of this mathematics, what's going on here, to blow your mind, brothers and sisters, when you start learning math, you start seeing it. Okay? There's a whole lot of... We planned this whole thing every step of the way. So America draws demons here. Because when America go down, it's going to take 90% of the problem going to be gone once they go down. Because they bring all the people here we want to get rid of. And then the people that's going to get rid of them, there's also people want to get rid of. So they don't get rid of each other. Oh, we got this thing down, brothers and sisters. It's down bad. And there's his daddy, younger. Right? He look just like Percival Clark. Louis Eugene Grimes that was his mother's real maiden name. Legion. Louis Eugene Grimes, N-O-I backwards, exactly what the deal is. You can't make that up, bro. So they say, well, you argue with the G. Okay, well, you argue with all you want to. I'm not going to argue with you. I put the information out there. You accept or reject. That's your business. And listen to this. Hold back. Listen to this. Listen to this for a minute. Listen to this. Hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes.
When the Muslims were alive, I'll say it again. When the Muslims were alive, you dead as hell now on both sides. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, sir. That's real, brother. When we was alive, we set up schools. That's right. When we were alive, we had supermarkets. That's right. We owned buildings. That's right. We owned farmland. That's right. We were busy doing something, hiring our people. Well, I'm telling the Muslims, damn it, if you don't come alive, you will die like you are. And I will say, thank you, Allah, because if they're not doing nothing on top of the earth, let the worms eat their ass.
What happened to the holy Farrakhan, He loves everybody. Don't say nothing bad. What happened to him? Oh, is that the same one that says, "You're evil, you're wicked"? Is that the same one that says all that stuff? You're evil, you're wicked. Right? And we ain't going nowhere. And he calls God a liar. You read Abrahamic covenant. It says, we're going home. He said, we ain't going nowhere. He said, calling God a liar. He called Elijah Muhammad a liar because that was his whole theme. We leaving here. He's prepared us to leave. And Farrakhan, we ain't going nowhere. He said, calling God a liar and Farrakhan and Elijah a liar. And what's wrong with you? You don't get that one either? That shows you that most of the folks over there are demons. Because he said, my name is Legion, and we are many. To my demons. Gotta be. Or idiots are the worst. I mean, these unprecedented, because in my terminology, there's no religion in history that is as clear bullshit as this. He's actually speaking against it. Clearly. He's not even trying to subtly. Clearly. He come and say God's a man, and then he come and say, no, you can't worship him because he will be somebody else. How in the hell? That means you got to be a total idiot. Unprecedented idiot. So you want an unprecedented punishment. You got to be an unprecedented idiot. I mean, that's so clear. And look at this here, see? It says, it's talking about war in heaven. That's about to happen. And so what's happening? Because we're strong, the accuser is brother of us, who's accusing him night and day. That's what, what is he doing? He's accusing you. Yeah, when was alive? What did happen? That's when Elijah was around. Who killed him? You did. I was there. Between 70 and 75 when Elijah Muhammad departed. I watched what y'all did. You and Wallace tore it down and got rid of it, something called Belialians. This is an actual fact. You easily check it out. So now you're going to blame them? You've been there 40 years. You're supposed to be inspired to do something. So for 40-some years, they ain't done a goddamn thing. I mean, now it's their fault? You supposed to be leading them, and then they get lost. And you gonna blame for being lost? We was paying you to get us where we supposed to go, and now we lost, and now it's our fault. It's our fault. You see, he ain't no goddamn good. How in the hell is that his fault? How's that the people's fault? He the one destroyed it. He ain't built the damn thing, but yet he's rich. He's a multimillionaire, and so is his son. His son's a big idiot as he is. So how in the hell they become millionaires? The Islamists doesn't have anything. They don't have I think they got one major temple, as they call it, a mosque, in all of Florida. And I'm not sure that even exists. It's supposed to be in Miami. The other place they have a couple places like Orlando or maybe Tampa, and these not even places. They rent like a little school at night. I remember when I went over there, right, they have some lady let them use their little portable school. It was like a trailer or something like there at night. That's they had their meeting. And little kindergarten chairs. Once you get in, what's that thing? Roach Motel, you check in but you can't check out. You sit in one of those chairs, you'll never get out of it again. You get one of those chairs, boy, they have to put grease and everything on you to squeeze out of them chairs so small. And then when you get there, right, it's nobody teaching. They give you some piece of paper, some bullshit Farrakhan can pull out his ass, and then they pass around. You got to read a couple of sentences, and that person read next to you read the whole thing. And that's the sum total of it. I tell him lying. Tell him lying. You have to cast down. Right there. Who's the accuser? Who's the accuser? Farrakhan. Y'all sinful. You got to repent. Remember so-called $1 Million March? The first one was a lie. He took credit for it. That's why the second was a flop. Because nobody showed up on that one. Because he took credit for something that didn't belong. He's a liar. He's a thief. That's it. He's a robber of this nation. That's what it says. He's a robber of this nation. Read Malachi. You got the God, Master Muhammad. You got Elijah Muhammad, the messenger. Then you got somebody out there that robbing this nation. They said nation. And then after come the messenger of the covenant. Who's robbed nation? It ain't me. It ain't Elijah. It ain't Master Muhammad. He's the one that's rich. The nation had nothing. You want brothers and sisters. And here it is. Then twist this. It says, but I'm not met the son of perdition. It says, be not deceived that the shake that or trouble be not deceived. But Farrakhan says far away it's coming now because he's exposing who Satan is. That's what he said. The far away. Do you read? The people, I guess people there, maybe all the people there, either all demons or maybe all of them just retarded. But I know one thing that's going on there. See, they had them doing that damn Scientology stuff, doing ordering. And the only way you can become official over there is you had to expose all your secrets. I said, are y'all goddamn stupid? The Bible tells you don't do it, let your left hand know what your right hand do. That's the only way you come. You had to go in there and expose all your secrets. Scientology is just modern day Catholicism. They got the cross, they got the confessional. So you got to go and confess all the stuff that you know about yourself. And who do you think the information goes? You go to Farrakhan. And they blackmail some of those people over there. Because you got dumb, stupid enough to tell stuff. Because, oh, you could choose to trust Farrakhan. Now they blackmail your dumb ass. That's some of it. That's some of it. I said, are you stupid? L. Ron Hubbard stuff. And they worship L. Ron Hubbard. They do worship him. Because you had these calls, group calls, whatever they call it. I got on a couple of them. And all they talking about Elijah. They talking about L. Ron Hubbard and what they call those all those terms and stuff they use in Scientology. What's the other thing? What's the other thing they call it? Dianetics, engrams, and all that kind of crap. That's what they talking about. And I would say, hey, bro, we're had by Elijah. They shut you down. They mute you. They tell them I'm lying. My daughter married 3 of them clowns over there. All of them was bums. I told her don't go over there and do that. She listened to me. Married 3 of them, 3 different ones. All of them was bums. All of them was bums. No goddamn good. So you got to be done to be on anyway. See, I understand where she was coming from, because she see me. I took care of business and everything else. Figure, well, if I was there, maybe go. I tried to tell her. She wanted. She didn't find me over there. All she found was vessels full of shit, or shit vessels. Put it that away. Yes, that's more appropriate. Shit vessels, shit vessels is full of shit and it's shit. This is all. The whole thing is just shit. And that's what they are over there. And then you gonna blame them? But see, okay. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the coming of Lord Jesus Christ, that's the message of coming to my right, by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means. Don't be deceived by any means. Don't be deceived by any man, for that day shall not come except to be a falling away first, and that man's sin be revealed. Farrakhan reversed it. He said, don't be deceived on it. He said, no, since I'm synagogue said, now they falling away. They said, what the hell did God do to you? I'm not going to waste time with you. I had to go over there. That was part of my mission, to go over and see what was going on, so I can say what I'm saying now. But I got it as fast as I could. I ain't going anywhere near there. In fact, I don't even want to go back there at all. But see, that's part of my mission. When the war starts, right? When the war starts, newsflash. When the war starts, because they're already dissension over there right now. If you listen to what they're saying closely, when war starts, not in Ukraine. The big blow up is going to be in the Middle East, where Iran's going to kick ass. They're going to destroy that place. They're going to take over the whole Middle East and destroy falls Israel and kick America and Britain out of there. You heard it from here. And while that's going on, right? They will throw Farrakhan on his ass. I don't think they're going to give him a wheelchair. He will hit the ground hard. He'd be lucky if that's all they do. But he gonna survive it, cause he still got some more stuff to do. But he's not gonna be totally incapacitated, cause he got his. See, we don't want him to get Alzheimer's. We don't want to give him dementia, maybe just a little bit, but he still got to be enough so he can know exactly, feel it, and know exactly when that sword goes up his behind from his own people. They do Gaddafi, so he knows what the sword is, where it came from, how it feels. Right? His own people gonna do him. What they gonna do him? When the war starts, and that's starting his day now. I told him before. They said, "Yeah, he going." I said, "No, he ain't going nowhere. He's gonna be around when the war starts, because they think of it thrown down." So the falling away came first. That was the nature of Islam, and then he seated. He was revealed. He's son of perdition. He follows the devil. He's son of perdition. Say he would conquer the saints for 42 years. 42 years. Say make war against the saints and conquer. Who's the saints? You claim the nature of Islam are the saints. So he said this mouse, a mouse, that's all he got. We're counting for 42 years. So if he ain't the one, that means you got 42 years of hell coming, fools. I mean, what you got to do? Follows the devil. You got him saying he don't believe God. He turned on Elijah. He turned Elijah on a dime. Elijah said he'd be the worst hypocrite. We got him saying that too. He says, we got more tape. He said, Elijah said he'd be his worst hypocrite when he's on the world stage. So Elijah lying? This came out of Farrakhan's own mouth. Now here, and now this is Mark, right? And so he knows who the Messenger of the Covenant is. So he says, what business you have with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? He knew. He's in his people know. He was hiding. He knew. And he got mad because he showed up, and the people ran from him. See, read the story. People left him and ran to the Messenger of the Covenant when the war was going on. Left him, ran to the Messenger of the Covenant. He said, what's going on here? Why are you troubling me? Why are you kicking my people? And then the Messenger of the Covenant get hold of him because he started begging, please. He should get asking for permission. That means the Messenger of the Covenant has control of him. He's asking for permission. Please, I don't think make me leave the country. See, because he's under the Messenger of the Covenant's command. Because he's asked to throw him down. He's begging, please, 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 don't kick my ass. See? He said, please let me go back to my devil daddies, the swine daddies. Because that's where he comes from. That's why I want to go to the swine, because that's what he is. It's telling you clearly. Louis Eugene Grounds NOI backwards. He want to be with his devils, the swine, his devils. He don't want to go with the other people. I don't want to leave the country. I want to stay with my people. But people don't want him either, because when they get together, they get to fight in. The story is clear, brothers and sisters. You don't need a roadmap for this. And then you get the story about, he was anointed. That's bullshit. God kept telling Moses, you don't need him. I'll talk for you. I'll speak to you. And Elijah kept on insisting, so he said, okay, you got her. He's your brother. You got to understand Angel Key for that, because he's not his little brother. So he didn't anoint him. He says, go ahead. He said, and the angel of the Lord was kindled against Moses because he kept insisting on this clown, Farrakhan. I want to help her. And God got angry with him and said, you don't need him. So he knew something, Farrakhan. He knew something that Elijah didn't know. He said, you don't need him. He said that's the only time I saw it. Anytime he got angry with Moses or Elijah, because he keep asking for this Farrakhan, this Aaron guy, who caused nothing but trouble after Elijah Muhammad's absence. And then the death of Aaron. He didn't make it to the promised land. He died in the wilderness. When he died when he got exposed, when the wars took place. That's when he dies. Here in America. First of all, his father's the devil, so he's not a seed of Abraham. So that covenant doesn't apply to him anyway. We wouldn't let him get anywhere near it. And he dies here. When he dies when the rest of his other demon friend brothers dies. It's half the original nation are demons because they're raping our women and carrying on. try to change our nature. They changed their nature. They black, but they got their own devil nature. See, he died here in the desert. A terrible death. Here's talking about he's being buried here. He says Aaron. Look what Aaron did. I got to read what Aaron did. Aaron didn't do anything good in Moses' absence. What words? The golden calf turned people. What it says here? Here, Moses said, Aaron, what did this people do to you that you have brought such great sin upon them? He not blaming the people, he blaming Aaron. Aaron blamed the people for everything. But he was supposed to be a leader for 42 years. Then he said he blamed the people. Aaron said, do not let the anger of my Lord burn. You know the people yourself, as they are prone to evil. They're wicked. Accuser. He's still accusing them. Accusing our brethren. He blaming them for the worshiping Sunnism and everything else. When he's supposed to be the leader. And then look what this says here. And now Moses saw that the people were out of control. Elijah, when he returned, people were out of control. For Aaron, Farrakhan has let them out of control to the point of being object of ridicule among their enemies. See? Aaron's the problem, not the people. And so then Moses said, okay, hell with that. Then stood the gate of the camp and said, whoever is for the Lord, come to me. In other words, these are the people that was with Farrakhan. Because he said, those with the Lord, come with him. That means they was there in his camp, but they wasn't with him. And so Moses called and they left. To go where? To the message of the covenant, the one they were seeking. See, they said they were seeking the message of the covenant, so how can they find it? Because Farrakhan was blocking it. Hiding. Remember, Legion knew who they were, he wouldn't tell. He knew what the message of the covenant who he was. Yeah, he called him by name. But he didn't want them to know. He was hiding it. That's why the punishment is going to be unprecedented. So Moses called them out. Because they was in there. If they wasn't there, why was they in there? If they wasn't with Farrakhan? Because they was waiting. They said they was be in the temple. Remember, if you read Malachi, they would be in the temple, but they would be seeking something outside the temple. After Elijah's departure, they would be in the temple, they would seek something outside the temple. They wasn't seeking what was in the temple. So when Moses called, they left. That's what we see in Mark, right? They was there, and they left Farrakhan and ran to the messenger of the covenant. And what happened? After he did that, then they went and killed all of them. Every man put his sword in his thigh and go back and forth to the gate and camp and kill every man his brother, and every man his friend, every man his neighbor. Kill them all. So the sons of Levi, those ones came Moses, they kill them all. Farrakhan, all of them, kill them all. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. That right there, I mean. I shouldn't have to say all that, but right there, that's a dagger dude's heart 5-6 times. But you don't care. So you hold on to him. We want you to hold on to him. So it's easy for we don't have to sort you out anymore. See, Farrakhan's doing me a big favor. He's drawing all you dumbasses to him. So it'll be easy. We don't have to go out and try to filter you out later on. Try to sort you out, figure out. No. Wesley, come on, stick there. Nuri, stay in there, Nuri. Stick right there with your clown ass self. And Wesley, that boy looks so confused. I wonder why he looks so confused all the time, Wesley. Because you know you're a goddamn liar. Tell me you got a PhD and you can't read. You can't see this. Unprecedented. Wesley, Nuri, all these other assholes. Wesley, Nuri, Jeffrey, Daniel, and Ishmael. Now Ishmael is going to be the one to take over after Farrakhan, right? He's going to be the spirit of truth. People. Oh. You know, I've been waiting 30-some years for this, almost 35 years now. There's almost here. I was wondering, boy, what it looked like when that time came. Even back then, 35 years ago, I didn't see it this bad. I didn't see it this bad. I see those. I don't even call them what they are. I mean, I knew it'd be bad, but god damn, I didn't know it'd be this bad. They said unprecedented, so I guess I should have got that one. Because he said, how could they be? I thought they'd be more sophisticated with their lies and stuff. They actually come and taking shit, and rubbing your face, and tell you it's cosmetics, and that you can eat it because honey. He said, yeah, man, it's very Farrakhan, man. I got to rub all over my face. I eat it, man. It's some good honey, man. I'm having a good complexion. I said, is that you serious? Well, who does that? Because this stuff is so goddamn clear. That's what Elijah Muhammad said, it'd be so clear. This is easy stuff. It's even out of Farrakhan's own mouth. So your ignorance is unprecedented. Ignorance leads to this destruction. It's how people lost for lack of knowledge. Ignorance leads to destruction. Ignorant people die. And they don't even know why they're dying. They die a cruel death, like you walk off a building. Nobody push you off. You killed your damn self, didn't know it. Because gravity don't give a damn who you are, green, yellow, black, white, male, female, transgender, whatever. You still got that grab your ass and slam you down to the ground. So here you is, you done got yourself all killed and everything else, didn't get a goddamn thing out of it. That's what happened to fools. And that's what happened. Because here you are, yeah, we don't want you. I talk about purging. What's the other word I use? Culling. If you understand culling, I'm going to let go, brothers and sisters. Culling is what happened in the animal world to keep the herds healthy and strong. Because when they be herd together, right, the weakest ones can't keep up. The stupid ones can't keep up. And so lions, that's the ones the lions catch. And the bears catch and the tigers catch. See? So they can't reproduce. So that herd stays strong. It's culling. That's part of nature. And this is what's going on right now, culling. Because anybody's with Farrakhan right now don't deserve. No, we don't want them. We don't want them putting their seed back in this nation, because that'd just be cancer. Because if you that goddamn stupid, yeah, devil's going to eat your ass. Or they're going to literally eat you. Cannibalism is going to reign in a minute. When this war goes down, it says cannibalism is going to reign. It says cannibalism is going to rain like a rain both ways. Both ways you spell rain, right? Like a storm. So people eating their own children. Some of them eat their children, eat their dogs eat their dogs. It says a woman. Read it. So the woman, if she's pregnant, about to give birth, she's gonna hide away in secret. How can I guess you? I never seen a woman give birth in silence. She's gonna hide away in secret because there's no food anywhere. Hide away in secret to give birth, and she'll give birth on her own in silence. Why? So she eat the baby. Raw, alive, raw. That's how hungry she is. It says people eating bird shit. They pay, if they got any money left, the astronomical amounts of money for it. It said be eating their own flesh. Be so hungry, they start eating their own flesh. That's what said in Scripture. And you're gonna be part of it. All those clowns, they're gonna be part of it. And then after we finish with your ass, then they're going to throw your ass back to them. And they're going to eat you. Oh no, Farrakhan is going to end up being devil shit. He's going to be eaten. Oh, he definitely. He's going to be still alive. After all that, he's going to be eaten. Oh. Unprecedented, brothers and sisters. They deserve it. Culling. Why we want somebody that damn stupid? I mean, people see, they would ask Quinn, how could you be that goddamn stupid? What's your answer going to be? Well, he was pretty. Like, Ismail, you sleeping with him? He's so handsome. What, you sleeping with him, man? I know you got your head up his ass. What else you got up there? What you got there, Ismail? All that brown stuff you got up there, you ain't figured out yet? You ain't figured it out yet? All that brown stuff you got up there? See? The brown stuff you got there? You figure out what it ain't honey. Oh, we got some food I can comment. I'm not paying attention to this garbage. They think they show the ignorance. You know, I always wonder about that, you know. I mean, I guess if you're stupid, you're too stupid to realize to keep your damn mouth shut. Because stupid, every time they open their mouth, they show everybody, tell everybody. I'm just big up putting a sign up. If you're stupid, see, if you're stupid, you keep your mouth shut, but you're too stupid to understand that. Because every time your mouth, you shout out, it's like a big sign. I'm stupid! I'm stupid! See, these two clowns here. What are you talking about? Yeah, see, well, he show how stupid he is. What you listening for if you don't know what I'm talking about? See? 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 And I'm an anti-termite. What's this dumb stuff? Jesus Christ, step followers. I never got any comments before, so you know, I don't even pay attention to. I don't know why I'm talking about it now. But this is to break the point. Ignorant people are too damn stupid to realize they're ignorant. A dog don't realize it's a dog. Right? Now me, whether I'm smart or not, that's not the point. The point is I always kept my mouth shut. This is very difficult for me. Like I said, talking, I talk more than I ever talked in my life. I can get this mission done. But that ain't me. My wife tell you that, because when I ain't doing this, I ain't talking. She can hardly get a word out of me. My whole family got very few words out of me my whole life. I talked in one session more. I probably talked to her in 40 some years we've been together. No, I mean, not that, yeah. We get along fine, everything else. It's just I don't talk. I be thinking. You can't talk and think at the same time. You can't talk and think at the same time. You can't talk and listen at the same time. So if you talk all the times when you're dumb, you're stupid. I'm out, brothers and sisters. I'm sharing these fools down. You got a lot of negative brewing inside you. Must be some devil, some ignorant devil. I tell you, every time they open their mouth, they show how stupid they are. Okay? Like I said, if you see a dog barking, and you bark back at the dog, who's the fool? Who's the fool? Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.